Why Zhang Linghe can't stop talking about that bathtub kiss, and fans can't stop listening. Welcome back to Sohu Media, where we dive into the stories behind the moments everyone's talking about. Sometimes even the ones actors themselves can't quite let go of. And today, all eyes are on Zhang Linghe, who has unexpectedly turned one particular scene into the center of attention. While promoting the drama Chasing Jade, Zhang Linghe did something unusual. He brought up the now infamous bathtub kiss scene not once, not twice, but 3 separate times. That alone was enough to spark curiosity. But what really fueled the conversation was how candid and almost amused he seemed each time he talked about it. In an exclusive interview, Zhang Linghe revealed that his expectations for filming the scene were completely off. He initially imagined a small, intimate wooden tub, something subtle and controlled. Instead, the production team surprised him with a massive, nearly 20-meter-long public bath styled after northeastern China. Suddenly, the scene wasn't just about romance. It became physical, chaotic, and, in his own words, almost like fighting in water. There's something oddly refreshing about that honesty. Romance on screen is often polished and predictable, but here it sounds messy, tense, and real. He even mentioned an improvised neck-grabbing moment, which added an unexpected layer of emotional intensity. You can almost picture the shift from a scripted kiss to something more instinctive, more raw. It raises an interesting question. Are the most memorable scenes the ones that break away from careful planning? During a live stream, when asked about the most unforgettable scene, Zhang Linghe didn't hesitate. He chose the same bathtub kiss again. This time, he focused on the emotional weight behind it. As someone from southern China, he admitted that the sheer scale of a public bath like that felt unfamiliar, even overwhelming. But instead of distracting him, it seemed to heighten the experience. He described the scene as the emotional climax between his character and Cheng Yi, insisting that it would be definitely worth watching. And just when fans thought the topic might fade, he brought it up a third time at a brand event connected to Amway. This time, his tone was almost reflective. He admitted that he genuinely liked the scene, not just because of how it looked, but because of the challenge it presented. Acting in water, he explained, meant constantly fighting resistance while still delivering controlled, precise emotions. It became a balancing act between instinct and professionalism. From an actor's perspective, it makes sense. This wasn't just another romantic moment. It was a technical and emotional hurdle rolled into one. Zhang Linghe even described it as something that had sunk into his bones, a phrase that suggests the experience stayed with him long after filming ended. Fans, of course, had their own reactions. Online discussions quickly took off, with phrases like breathless kisses and fight-like tension capturing people's imagination. The hashtag Chasing Jade bathtub scene hashtag began trending, and jokes started circulating. Is Zhang Linghe more obsessed with the kiss or the bathtub itself? But beyond the humor, the scene's success points to something deeper. The director chose to avoid the usual soft focus, overly sweet portrayal of romance. Instead, the emotions were expressed through physical struggle, grappling movements, uneven breathing, trembling after contact. It's a kind of anti-sweetness that feels more mature, even slightly uncomfortable, and that's exactly why it stands out. Adding to the authenticity, improvisation played a key role. Tian Shiwei's spontaneous line, "Hold me," was kept in the final cut, and the genuine reactions that followed gave the scene a pulse you can't easily fake. It's those unscripted moments that often hit the hardest. The results speak for themselves. Chasing Jade surpassed the 10,000 popularity index on both iQIYI and Tencent Video, and even reached audiences in 12 countries on Netflix. Not bad for a scene that almost didn't go the way anyone expected. So here's something to think about. What makes a scene unforgettable? Is it the chemistry, the visuals, or the unpredictability behind scenes? And if even the actor can't stop talking about it, does that mean we're only scratching the surface of its impact? If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to subscribe to Sohu Media for more stories that go beyond the spotlight.